Well, hello. This is the final boss, and this is Hex Puzzle Saga, a new game I've been working on. So I'm going to show you just the basic flow of the game. It's a hex puzzle game, so if you just want simple hex puzzles, you can click on the daily challenge, and you'll get a few fun puzzles to play through. And obviously, like the older version of this game, if you put more cities together and you have long roads, you get more points. So that's triple. These two are double because they each have one city next to them. So upon completing a daily challenge, I'll just end the game. I get my final score and it can go into a leaderboard, which we're still building. But the exciting thing is if I choose a saga, this is when it turns those hex puzzles into a bit of a roguelike game where I start from zero. I have a little tiny kingdom. Yes, they're happy. And then something goes wrong. A crisis happens in the kingdom and they're sad. Ongoing kingdom crisis, drought. So now I have to beat 2,000 points or 2,000 gold to advance to the next level. So in order to help me do that, I get a power up right here. And so I can choose what I increase the gold bonus granted for completing islands quickly. That's pretty good, honestly. Cost of tips by 10%. I'm less worried about tips. At 10% of time to expedition clock. I think I'm going to go for speed. And so now I have a power up here. And I can continue, and I will face down a number of hex puzzles. This still gives me the old tips, and just tells you, hey, like these are what you should be focusing on, because we found that it's good to, this is I feel like it's a deep game, but it's not a very simple one. So it does take a little bit of reminder, I feel like, to get comfortable with all the systems and how it all fits together, but I think it's worth the effort. I mean, otherwise I wouldn't have built it. I probably should have done that differently. Oh well. But yeah, I go ahead and complete these hex puzzles. Obviously, if I get a city on a natural resource, it quadruples, turns into a castle, and then I will keep on going. There. And so this will just get doubled because the natural resource, and you'll see down here, I will have whatever this big piece, so it's like 45 times 2 times 2, 120 is the bonus I get from that. So yeah, good stuff. So now we continue, and Shazam, I've beaten this crisis. So I still get one more to bank. What I'm going to do is I'm going to close this because it's yelling at me. And then, oh, this is harder. So because I can't put the cities together, I'm going to put the cities as far as possible so I have more road distance. So each one of these roads, depending on what power-ups you have, will start at 15 per, and then it will increase to like, you can have like 200 value roads where it actually incentivizes you to not put cities together because it's just more worth it to, well, that's totally wrong. Okay, I see now. Okay, yeah. I was like, so this one is still worth it for me to put the castle there, even though I lose out on some roads because it's still pretty valuable. But yeah, this is the game. I'm going to show you all the power-up system and all that fun stuff. But then I'd love, to know if y'all would like to try it, if this seems fun to you, and if you have any feedback. Because honestly, yeah, this was a fun game to make. I just want to be able to, hopefully let it find a good home for everybody. And, oops. Home with the players, and if it's fun, it's fun, and if it's not, then I'll just cry. So I got a better score on that because I got some good city multipliers. Came out of this with 3 grand, so I'm doing pretty well. I've conquered my drought, and I have 5 grand to spare going into the next cycle. So if I click continue, it'll evaluate, hey, did I survive the crisis? And yay, I conquered the crisis. And I have 1 down, and then there will be a leaderboard about how many crises I've conquered, and the further I go, the higher I rank, and it's sort of a race against this ever increasing crisis difficulty curve to see if you can survive the next crisis and the next crisis, and how far can you get. And this kingdom is suffering from attitude, which turns out it's quite expensive. But anyways, guys and gals, thanks so much for joining. Yeah, and if this looks like a fun game to you, let me know. I would love to send you a build, or if you just, want to say, hey, that's awesome, I'll accept that too. Anyways, take care. Have a good one. Bye-bye.